In this video, we're going to be going over the April monthly budget. Ah, my goodness. It is spring. Spring. I am so tired of the code. Anyways, in this video, we're going to go over the monthly budget, what we're bringing or what we're expecting to bring in. We're going to go over our goals. We're going to go over the calendar. 3 very important things. I love doing this. First of all, it's like a clean slate. Okay. Second of all, I feel like it's intentional. It's intentionality. We're trying to make sure we're good for the new month. And so if you're here on this channel, which I appreciate you guys for joining, make sure you click that subscribe button. Your girl is trying to get to 5,500 YouTube subscribers before the end of March. I do have a bigger goal of 50,000 YouTube subscribers for 2025. I know it's a little outrageous, but I really do have faith in myself that it can happen. So make sure you go click that subscribe button and stay tuned. All right. So here we are for a new month. Okay, so if you do not know, this right here, she's my budget planner, aka she's just a binder. So it's a binder that I previously purchased at Target. There's so many other stores you can go to outside of Target, so don't go to Target. But this is a binder that I purchased, and I just put my printouts in here. So that's what we're going to be using, and that's what we call our budget planner. I am drinking coffee, okay? And here we are. So this is my 2025 bingo. I said in the introduction, like, yes, the goal is 5,500 YouTube subscribers for the first quarter, January, February, March. I was successful on 2 of my quarterly goals. That's moved to a new city. My husband and I moved into the DMV area, aka Maryland, which I have learned that Baltimore is not included in DMV. We don't stay in Baltimore, but I'm learning, okay? And then I took a technical certification. I took it and I passed it finally. And then this one right here is close and dear to my heart because it's getting a little icy dicey, but I'm trying to hold out and I'm hoping that it'll be really soon. Okay, and then like I said, 50,000 YouTube subscriber is 50,000 YouTube subscribers. Okay, put an S on that, is the end goal for 2025, and I hope you guys will help me attain that goal. But it's consistency, and that's what your girl is working on. All right, let's move along and go to April. Look at her. She is gorgeous. She is empty. She is possibility. Hold on. I'm feeling like Maya Angelou a little bit. I'm feeling like a poet because I love this. It's just a serene landscape. Love it. Okay, so got April. The tab is in black. I kind of ran out of the different color, but I make them myself. So, potato. So I write big, and I write hard, and I write sideways. It's just a lot of details when it comes to this writing stuff, okay? So what I like to do is take all the papers out. And the way the sun, the Lord's light, is shining in, I love that. It is confusing. I gotta be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of these papers like this because we're gonna do our calendar first. It's so important, okay? So important to know what's happening in the month, where your money's gonna be going. We don't have any birthdays in April, but if you got like a birthday or a big situation, an anniversary, whatever, that's important. So that, pay dates, all the things, I love that for us, but we need to know it. What is our quote? My goals are far more important than my excuses. The quotes, they recycle themselves because I have a 12-month budget planner, Paper by Mo. It's on paperbymo.com that I printed off, and that's what I just continue to use them because it's like the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I like to keep using it because I feel like the words never lie. They're always telling the truth, and we love that. We love a truth teller. Okay, so there are 30 days in April. Yes, I did my research before I did this video because I usually suck at this. But day 1 is on a Tuesday. Ooh, real fast. Well, I got you guys here. If you don't know, look at this Precise pen. Love her. If you're interested in these, they are on my Amazon storefront. Most of the stuff you see is either on Amazon storefront or on paperbymo.com. So make sure you check that out. So we're going to turn her sideways because I did say I write to the side. Okay, so we're going to count her out because if you've been here, it gets tricky with the counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it is officially spring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me stay focused because 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 24, 25. 6. You guys like, girl, this girl is counting. I am. 8, 29. Oh my gosh, the 30th is in fact on a Wednesday. I had to make sure on my own to make sure I wasn't effing up these numbers. Okay, here we are. I have so many high hopes for April. March, I'm bye-bye. You've been here for way too long, okay? And I get different responses and feedback from different people. It really just depends on what life is doing for you and what's going on in your life. But us, we moved in March, and we've had some big pauses in March with regular life. Okay, so I just feel like March, you gotta go. Okay, can you go? My gosh, April, bring it in, bring it all in. The sunshine, the walking weather. I love to just go for a walk. Can I get the walking weather? Can I get the flowers? You can keep the pollen, okay? And I mean that. Okay, so this one is another pilot pen, but this one is G2. We're gonna do green for our actual pay dates, okay? Like I said, we don't really have any birthdays or anniversaries, anything. Well, kinda. Tell me what you guys think. So my husband and I, we actually got married in October, a couple years ago. But we had a wedding in April for last year. So some of our family thinks that we should still celebrate the wedding date because it was April 6th. And then some of our family's like, no, it's just your marriage date. And I'm just like, I don't want to have 2 dates. You know, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Here we are. So the actual pay dates, we got paid late for March. So it's not going to start until the 11th, right? This is going to be a payday, and I'm going to say pay and day. That was not cute, but you know, whatever. And then the 25th is another one. Pay and day. All right. That is our calendar and our payday. I hope you guys can kind of see it because I'm just seeing lines, okay? All I see is lines out here. Now, let's move along to our goals. I'm one of those people that I'm just like, I do believe when it comes to, your yearly goals, if you didn't do them successfully the last year, that's okay. Just try to do them this year. But do I do that with my monthly goals? I don't think so. I think I'm a hypocrite, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I think that I am a hypocrite because I don't do that. I don't practice that. And I should. I should definitely practice that. Let's take a sip of caffeine, okay? But like I said, the light in itself is enough caffeine. All right. So goals. First things first, I would like to finish off Q1 goals. That's the first quarter, that January, February, March. I'm going to close out the first quarter. I like to do that every year anyway, just do my quarterly things. I just find that it works decent just to see the progress. The progress alone, it usually motivates me. Now, every now and then it might depress a little bit, but I got to be honest. Okay, so we want to finish our Q1 goals. All right, maybe a little bit more to the side. Okay, finish Q1 goals. I got that one goal and to be honest with you, it's out of my hands, and as a control freak, and I love, my best friend says recovering control freak. I've never really met anybody that could recover from being a control freak, but if you know somebody, tag them, show them my video, because I don't know them. But I want to finish the Q1 goals. Like I said, out of my control is literally nothing I can do about it, and it just makes my skin crawl. Okay, just makes my foot itch. That's what it does. Here we are, moving on, because I'm getting philosophical about some dang goals that I don't have control over. Okay, now that's number 1, but also we want to start, okay, the Q2, the second quarter goals. So that's going to be the goals for April, May, and June. I think they're all doable. Let's go look at them one more time because I just want to make sure I'm not delulu. Okay, so find a place or a club to volunteer at consistently. I want to be more community initiative, be involved in community. So this is something I really do desire. Start a successful garden. I am happy to announce I got me some what did I get? Some dirt and some seeds. Seeds from stuff we already have, like lemons or whatever. And I bought some seeds as well. And then find group or community of friends. Very important to me, okay? So those are the 3 things your girl is gonna be doing this month. Or not this month, this quarter. But listen, let me speak it up. This month. Okay. Okay, so now let's get into the munions. Okay, let's get into the money of it all. Now, my husband and I, we want to save quite a bit. So we're gonna save $2,000 towards our house fund. Okay. So my husband does have a job now, but he has an interim job. Okay, so that means he's not really his career field, but it's bringing some money in, and we're grateful for money coming in. Okay, so we just say that to say any extra or anything we can bring in, we want to save a little bit more. I know people are like, oh, saving doesn't bring you wealth, you have to invest, and we will be doing that as well. Okay, that's our next goal. See how I just maneuvered into that? So we want to invest. Now, it's not going to be $2,000, okay? But you know what? Just take off one of those zeros. Thank you. But we want to do it per person. We want to invest $200 per person throughout the whole month. And then my own personal goal as well is to walk daily, but that's only if it doesn't rain and if it's not freaking freezing, okay? Because the weather might say it's okay, and then maybe it'll say it's 70 or 60, but maybe the wind will slap you at 30 miles per hour and then it'll feel like 30. I don't know. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but I'm just saying. I am just saying. And so my husband, tongue-tied, my husband also has goals for the month, but he's more close to his chest type of guy, which is crazy because in real life he is an extrovert. In real life, I'm an introvert. So the fact that I can just chit chat with you and share this is crazy. And then he's just like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to a camera. I don't want to be online. So, the way life works. So those are our goals. Finish the Q1 goals. That's for me. Start my Q2 goals again for me. Save $2,000 to a house fund for my husband and I. Invest $200 per person, my husband and I, and then walk daily. And I say that's for me, but he'll be tagging along. Okay. Have no fear. The man will be near. Okay, let's go ahead, and I really need to do sinking funds. I can get that in order a little bit more as well. Got these papers all over the place. Let's go ahead and get into the monthly budget. Okay, so monthly budget. What is the month? The month is April. Love that. All right, so if you do not know, my husband and I, we do zero-based budgeting. Basically, every dollar you gotta work, okay? Everybody got a job. So I say this to say, when we budget out our numbers, we usually try to start off with zero. Now, does that mean that there's actually $0 in our account? No, it does not. It just means that money is already accounted for. Sometimes the money in our account is specifically for a buffer. Because have you ever accidentally forgot about a bill or something, and then you're like, oh, I got a little extra money, let me just go out to eat or something? Because I've done that. And so because of that, I'll just be like, oh, that's just a little extra buffer just in case. Or maybe just in case, like the electricity bill is a little higher than we thought, or internet, or whatever the case is. So that's why we try to do a buffer. That was long-winded, but you get me. All right. Now, me and myself, let me go ahead and get this calculator out because that's what she's for. Like, you're not freeloader, So I usually make about $2,600. We're going to times that by 2. That's going to be $5,200 because, again, I get paid bi-weekly. As you guys saw, we get paid on the 11th and the 25th. And my husband will be getting paid the actual same days as me. So now I know April, and you guys are going to be like, what is she talking about? But I think April is going to be the last time will be getting this amount. And I don't know if it's going to be more or less, okay? Because it's a little shaky in the full-time world right now. But I'm taking it all in, and I'm grateful for what we have. And that's why my husband and I said, yeah, we need to maybe go ahead and save a little bit more because we just don't know what is going on. So this is O's full-time. We're predicting just $1,000 a check. So we're gonna do times 2, so that's $2,000. Okay. So with this, we're gonna have a total of $7,200. If you're like, girl, you can't count, that's okay. That's okay. There it is. All right. And so this is where we are. Now, first things we're going to go to is our fixed expenses. I love doing it this way. Fixed expenses, we're air quoting because it's supposed to be the numbers that don't change. But do the numbers change? They do. But do I still put them over there? I do. Okay. All right. So first things first with the fixed expenses, the rent. We are renting, we do not own, and we are in Maryland. So I know you're like, okay, the price is probably higher. If you didn't see that video, make sure you go check that video out when I discussed all like the price changes. But our rent is actually in the 1500s. And it was only because two things. One, we moved during the winter, which apparently had the best rates, the best prices. People don't like moving in the winter, and I get it because it was tumultuous. Okay, it's an abusive relationship. Don't do it. So our prices were low because we moved in the winter, 1, and 2. I actually networked. Look at me, not social, trying to be social. I networked with the manager of the facility, and I was able to get a couple discounts. Also, I'm gonna just say this because I'm not telling you exactly the discounts, but I will tell you this. You can be young and have an AARP card and still get some discounts. I'm just letting you know. Use it to your advantage. Anyways, so our rent is about $1,550. However, we have to pay for water and we have to pay for sewage. So my husband and I said maybe $50. I think it's $1,540. And so we want to just do enough of the buffer to actually encompass the water and the sewage. So we're saying $1,600. Okay. Now, also, we have a bill account. My husband and I, we have our bill checking account and a regular checking account that our money goes to. The bills don't get taken from the same checking that our money comes in at. I hope that makes sense. So again, the bills that we pay with a checking account do not get taken from the same checking account that our paychecks go to. We don't do that. I don't like it. That's too much easy access. So what I'm trying to say is that the bill account that we have, we're kind of in overflow a little bit because we moved, and I was worried. You know how just bills rack up. Things happen, especially when you're moving, unforeseen things. So kind of have a little bit extra money in there, and I'm really excited about that. Anyways, now let's go to electricity. Now, the apartment that we're staying in now is actually way smaller than our last apartment. We were not in the city of New Orleans. We were kind of on the outskirts of New Orleans. So we have more space. Now, in our first apartment that was in New Orleans, we had about the same space. And when it came to electricity, we never went over $100. So I'm hoping we don't go over $100, but I don't know. Okay. New city, new state, new rules. Okay. So I'm putting 155 down. I say I, but my husband and I have agreed to put that down. Okay. So internet, we have Spectrum. I don't think it's $52, but it's really close. So I just decided to put it. And you're like, how would you not know what the bill is? My husband put all that together. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. Now the phone, this phone bill is me, my husband, and my mom. It's my mom's AT&T plan. And AT&T is really just grimy, okay? Because they just fickle on a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there. It was like 170 something not too long ago. I really need to figure it out, but it's my mom's account, so I gotta wait for her to call because $180 a month for 3 phones is crazy, especially when one phone is already paid off and the other 2 phones, just to pay for them monthly combined, is only $10. So what are we paying for here? That's a lot of money. I'm just saying, that's a lot of money. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our subscriptions, and I get this question a lot, especially on Pinterest. What are you paying for? That's only $22. It's just the Apple Music, it's the Hulu, it's 99 cents a month, and that's because of the Black Friday deal. And then we have like Apple storage. I do have Amazon Prime that I've paid yearly. It ends in May. We're not re-upping her. And then other stuff, my mom shares. That's basically how we do that. I don't have a Netflix account because Netflix got really strict on their streaming from different households. So that's why subscription is $22. Oh, I'm missing one. Did I say Apple Music? So Apple Music's like $16 because I have a family account. So yeah. Okay, now next up we have my student loans. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, if you've been here for a while, but we have given up on paying extra money towards loans. It's just a lot of stuff going on, and we just want to make sure we got our money in order. I don't want to keep giving all you guys, by you guys, I mean the people, the student loan holders or lenders, all this money when I could just pay you guys for a little bit. So that's our main goal right now. We're just trying to stay afloat because life is changing. We're pivoting, and we're not interested in just like throwing thousands and thousands of dollars. We're not there yet at this particular moment. And let me tell you, life is crazy, okay? We're just on a roller coaster. So where that is the minimum for the student loans, and that's all we're going to be paying for the month of April. Okay, now we have car insurance. Now this, I'm so happy because this is cheaper than it was in New Orleans or New Orleans metropolitan area. So $183, love that for us. And then we have our life insurance. That's for my husband and I. Now we have 4 different accounts with that. We have 2 term lives. He has a term, I have a term, and then I have a whole and he has a whole. So that's the 4. It comes out to $108.04. I will say this, men, it costs way more to insure than women. Okay, I think I got everything. Let's go ahead and do some math. So we have 1600 plus 155 plus 52 plus 180 plus 22 plus 197 plus 183 plus 108.04. Okay, that is $2,497.04. I love this. It's under 2,500, and don't get me excited, y'all. 2,497.04. This was our main goal. Our main goal was to keep our expenses low. Obviously, I don't know if it's obvious, but we are on our fire journey. However, like I said, life, it moves, it evolves, and we're just taking a little sabbatical, but the main goal was to keep our expenses under $3,500. Expenses being fixed expenses and variable expenses, right? So that's all our bills and our food and our gas to get to and from work and to be able to eat, So this makes me really excited. So $2,497.04. I'm going to subtract that and just do it the right way. $7,200 because that's what we have for our budget. And then we're going to subtract $2,497.04. Okay. Love this for us. And again, a blessing. I'm so grateful because this is what we have outside of our bills left over. So now we're going to go from this fixed expenses, and then we're going to go to the variable expenses. Try to do my little arrow. She's a little sketchy, but that's okay. All right, so with variable, we have food. My husband and I, we try to budget $400 a month. That's $200 per paycheck. So if we get 3 paychecks that month, we'll do $600. Gas, we have been getting our gas from Costco. It hasn't been that bad. So we try to do 30 a paycheck. So that makes about 60 and 60. It's a lot of traffic in Maryland. So it's possible. It can change. Gotta be honest. Okay, so then we have fun for me and fun for him. Again, we do 30 a paycheck, so that's 60 for him and 60 for moi. And I think that is about it. So what we have is 6, 12, 18, 24. So 6 times 4, 24, exactly $240. And then we're gonna plus 400, and so we have $640. 640. Can you guys see that? Ooh, this sun, I tell you. Okay, so it's $640. Now we're gonna take the $4,702.96, and then we're gonna subtract 640. All right, so now we still have 4,000, and again, super duper grateful because this is after all of our expenses. 4,062.96, and this is expenses even including fun, right? So it wouldn't even, that's $120 for fun. So even after this, we still have a decent amount of money, and I'm super duper grateful because 2025 has been icy and dicey. Okay, so we're gonna go from fixed expenses to variable expenses, and from variable expenses to savings. Okay, and this is probably going to be it. We are not giving extra to debt. I think I told you guys that already. Maybe next month for May, because it's technically still March, but not for April. Okay. So my husband, he has an IRA account, and then I have an IRA account, and the goal was 200 per person, and that's what we're putting. 200 per person. Love that. And then we have house, and then we have sinking funds. So these are what we're kind of do. Now, we've been talking about getting a gun since, I don't know, the Stone Ages. But we knew we were going to leave Louisiana, and we found out, we were informed on the reciprocity rule with guns. Maryland doesn't have any reciprocity. So it was like, why would we pay all of this to get the license here, aka Louisiana, then go to Maryland, and then you got to do the same thing there because they don't have any reciprocity because they don't care about any of you, the other states. Anyways, so we just decided we're trying to do stuff here and here only, here being in Maryland. So I say all that to say we want to save a bit of money because we still want to do that. I want to take another course. We took a course in Louisiana, but times are changing. Times are different. You live in different places. You got to do different things. So here we are. The goal was to save for the house $2,000, but my husband and I said we are going to shoot for the moon and land on an astronaut. Okay. Oh my God, did you guys see about those astronauts coming back home? I saw that. That's just so random. And I saw that they came back home, and I'm so grateful for them because they've been gone a long time. And they said they have osteoporosis. Like, they can't even stand up right now. And that is just so freaking sad. Okay, so we have $4,062.96. You're like, what are you talking about? I know. I'm sorry. So we're going to subtract 3,400. 3,400 because 3,002 and 2, 3,400. So now we have $662.96, and that's literally where we're going to be given to our sinking fund, 662.96. Okay, now let's add up 662.96 plus 3,000 plus 200 plus 200. She has a total of $4,062.96. That means that what's remaining is zilch, zero. Love this for us. Okay. Now, what I usually do next is like tell you guys, oh my gosh, I'm really trying to get my money together and I'm really trying to do some cash, but I'm not lying. Let me show you how I'm not lying. Okay. My husband and I are now back to saving $1 bills. We're trying. Okay. And coins. You're like, you don't got that many coins in there. That's because we rolled them all. I do have to take it to the bank. So that we rolled about $73 in coins. So I'm showing you this because I want you guys to know that I am trying. We are trying. Okay. So this is going to be our cash. All right. Here in orange. Okay. We are trying to be accountable and keep everything afloat. Okay, we don't do gas and cash, okay? But we do fun and cash, and we do food and cash. Everything else has an account. Everything else got a place to be. So this is really great. I'm super duper grateful. I keep saying that. I have to say that because, woo, so much crap going on. Just got to be grateful for the money you do have, the money you are able to bring in, the food you are able to eat, all the things, right? So we have good numbers. We have been able to reduce numbers, and it's just by moving. And I know people are like, oh, the DMV is really expensive. And you're not lying. It really is. Because even trying to have fun on $30 every 2 weeks, it's like, ooh, we might need to raise that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And it's really hard. Like when you get your ones and then you put it in a freaking jar, that counts against you in the, on the front end. But on the back end, we're going to be doing something out here. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do not know, I have weekly blogs on paperbymode.com. We're talking about numbers. We're talking about income. And the next blog, we're going to be talking about taxes. I do have a tax professional that I'm cool with that works for the IRS that gave some really good tips and tricks. So you guys make sure you subscribe to paperbymode.com so you guys can stay up to date and see those weekly blogs. And then on Paper by Mode, this YouTube channel, Thursdays and Sundays, we will be doing budgeting videos, okay? Consistency is the name of the game. Thursdays and Sundays, budgeting videos, and then weekly blogs. I'm not telling you what day the weekly blogs because I'm trying to figure out which day works best for people. So I'm changing it. But if you did make it to the end of this video, go ahead and comment a money bag emoji, okay? I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.